Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Welcome to Sara Akash. This is Vijay Lakshmi and he is my friend Pitambar.
The sky is full of huge heavenly bodies like the sun and the moon. There are also billions of stars and planets, but they look small.
They look small because they are far away from us. In fact, they are much bigger than our sun and moon.
Big or small, each one has its own importance. Every creation has a purpose.
Today we'll discuss little things and their big impact.
Indeed, this is an exciting topic to discuss on Sara Akash.
You know, it's fascinating how the little things in life, like stars, drops of water, flowers, and even little children, are part of a vastness that is beyond your imagination.
Absolutely, it's amazing how these small elements can have such a profound impact. The night sky, for instance, is so different from the day.
It's a common practice to identify ourselves with the stars, and we watch with excitement their movement. When a friend parts from us, we find out where we are in the sky. We create a memory. It is said out of sight is out of mind, but the night sky remains a reminder of friendship.
Little stars are like little dreams. Everyone wants to shine like a star in the sky. He nurtures his dream silently, but later it becomes a powerful desire and ambition to create a height in life.
Exactly. And think about the little drops of water. They make up the vast ocean, each wave coming ashore and sprinkling tiny drops on our faces, creating such a beautiful sensation. I remember a summer vacation at the beach. The tiny droplets from the waves felt like a refreshing kiss from the ocean.
That's a lovely image. Imagine the drops of water falling from the cracks of the mountain. They are combined to make a powerful, unstoppable force, murmuring all the way to reach their destination in the deepest of the deep.
And the little flowers, they dance in countless forms, spreading fragrance and creating an unparalleled sight. It's like a symphony for our senses.
Let's not forget the little men and women who work tirelessly day and night. Their efforts build incredible structures and great monuments, the man-made marvels.
Sometimes this silent but powerful force erupts like a volcano to steer revolutions, to change and to assert the values like liberty, equality, and fraternity.
And what about little children? They stand out for love and innocence.
Indeed, even the little grass, embodying our caring green earth, expresses itself as an overwhelming joy, a beautiful signature of nature.
It's not just beauty, small things possess immense powers too.
It's rightly said, अल्पानामपि वस्तूनां संहतिः कार्यसाधिका तृणैः गुणत्वम् आपन्नैः बध्यन्ते मत्तदन्तिनः. छोटी छोटी वस्तुओं का सही मेल और इस्तेमाल महान कार्यों को पूरा करने में सक्षम होता है. उदाहरण के लिए घास फूस की बनी छड़ी से शक्तिशाली हाथी को नियंत्रित किया जाता है.
What do the little things around do to us?
They produce a big impact on every one of us, but sadly we ignore them in the heat of hope and pride of ethereal successes.
We have shut ourselves in concrete jungles and we have no time to stand and stare.
True. We need to think, turn around and see, sometimes stop and gaze at these things to find comfort, solace, and peace.
In these little things are hidden the sparks of height in success and glory, the flashes of depth in love and life, the gleam of beauty in truth and honesty.
Wow, so much in so small things. You will be wonderstruck to know how the little incidents with big outcomes have rattled the world.
When Robert Frost stopped by woods on a snowy evening, overwhelmingly lost by the beauty of deep dark woods, his horse gave its harness bells a shake.
The small sound reminded Frost that he had duties to perform, goals to accomplish, that is, miles to go before he goes to sleep.
That's profound. Beautiful are the small reminders like the bells rung in the schools or the crow cawing in the morning to get going willingly and joyfully with our duties. trifles surrounding us are very tempting indeed to miss out on the promises.
That means there are plenty of little sounds and sights that remind us of small but crucial links in the chain of actions and reactions. Shall we talk about the little efforts that have changed the course of human history?
Yes, of course, there are path-breaking little efforts blasting out of common sense that is so uncommon with most of us.
Indeed, how true. A little curiosity about routine happenings could bring about a sea change in our lives.
A keen observation could bring about an upheaval in our lifestyle and living.
Let's take the example of Isaac Newton. An apple falling from the tree is a simple little happening, but Newton's curiosity led to the discovery of the principle of gravity.
Children must be encouraged to ask questions on the happenings around us. Who knows what it may lead to? You know Louis Pasteur, a great French scientist who was so absorbed in his work in the lab that he forgot about his wedding on that day. Somebody had to remind him.
A focused work is scintillating, you forget everything else.
He was a very keen observer. The flourishing silk industry suddenly plummeted because the silkworms were dying and dying. Many men of medical sciences tried to find out the reason, but of no avail. The king sent for Louis Pasteur and entrusted the job to him to save the silk industry of France. And he did. Do you know how?
How?
He simply separated the diseased silkworms from the healthy ones.
Wow, incredible common sense.
He went on to discover that germs caused a disease through long and repeated experiments.
So, medicines were found to kill the germs and cure the disease. It looks very simple.
Exactly, in our day-to-day life, those small nudges or forces can be so significant, yet we often overlook them.
True. There is no need to conflict over little whims and fancies, but they often get ignored. Little things like small courtesies or the first cry of a newborn carry big meanings. A simple act of kindness, like holding the door open for someone, can make a huge difference in their day.
You must have heard of the famous sentence, the operation is successful, but the patient died. It wasn't a joke. Joseph Lister wondered what the mystery could be behind this strange phenomenon. During his research, he found a simple little thing.
What was it?
The unclean beds and the unhygienic food that cost their lives. The patients died of diseases other than the ones they were operated upon.
My God, it's a terrible thing.
Yes.
The cleanliness and nursing play such a vital role in survival and quick recovery of the patients.
Yeah, being pragmatic is so pivotal. Now, what happens when a little force is applied?
Two things. It either slows down or speeds up. But either way, it has a positive effect. For instance, a big idea in a person's mind might need a little force to germinate. Once the idea takes root, it grows and the person moves forward with confidence. A friend of mine had a brilliant business idea but hesitated. A little encouragement from his mentor was all he needed to start his successful company.
And for parents and or teachers, giving that gentle nudge to the children can be crucial. It's like a lightning flash that provides clarity of thought and action. A door opens for the children. I remember my teacher who always believed in me and gave that extra little push, helping me achieve more than I thought possible.
Gopal Krishna Gokhale nudged Mahatma Gandhi to first go around the country and get an understanding of the situation before starting his revolution. This allowed Gandhi to get a bead on the pulse of the nation and tailor his strategy to push for independence.
A seemingly small nudge had a powerful impact that resulted in India gaining her independence from the British.
Precisely. A little encouragement can activate dormant ideas within us. Laziness might try to stop the flow, but a little smile or an approving nod can reignite our mission.
During our toughest times, a friend's unexpected visit could restore our motivation to keep us going.
Right. Gossip and distractions can derail us, but a gentle push can wake us up and get us back on track. It's like a friend or teacher who acts as a shining light of hope in the darkness. During exam preparations, your parents or friends' pep talks will keep you focused and on track.
Just like Neil Armstrong's small steps on the moon, which were considered a giant leap for mankind, your little acts could transform your world into a paradise.
Exactly. Even something as small as a full stop can end one sentence and start a new one. That signifies the end of one phase and the beginning of another.
The little words like prepositions in a sentence hold the big words together. A little push with an oar can begin a long journey for a boatman.
Similarly, small mysteries can solve big problems.
But we need to know them and their nature through research. The powerful Jarasandh was torn apart by Bhim several times in wrestling, but every time he got up alive. Lord Krishna's small gesture of tearing a leaf into two and throwing them in opposite directions helped Bhim understand the solution to the mystery. Bhim could get rid of Jarasandh by putting the two halves of his body in opposite directions.
The world is full of mysteries. We need small, intelligent efforts to solve them.
Those little pushes are like a pinch of salt that makes a meal delicious. They make our journey exciting.
But a little learning is dangerous. A spark neglected burns the house. Never ever leave the little residue of fire or debt that will ruin everything. It is rightly said, Agni sesham, Rina sesham, Shatru sesham, Tadhaivacha. Punaha punaha pravardheta, Tasmat sesham na karayet. If a fire is not put off completely, a debt is not paid off fully, and an enemy is not finished off, they will haunt us with growing troubles.
Prithviraj Singh Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori, but out of kindness forgave him. Muhammad Ghori came back to defeat him. He blinded him and conquered Delhi. India lost her freedom and suffered almost 800 years of slavery because of one little reckless act of not finishing off the enemy.
It is tragic indeed.
My dear friends, it's the small things that sum up to success. Ben Jonson says, in small proportions we just beauty see, in small measures life may perfect be.
Let's take care of the little things, and the big things will take care of themselves. What do you think? Write in your comment.
That is it for today. We'll meet again with another idea on Sara Akash.
Thank you to be with us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Namaste.
Namaste.